Instagram. Hope you are doing good. We know that we are in June, and June is for men's mental health. So today with us we have Miss Nulia Fabla. She will better introduce herself. But for me, I'm Agnes C. Nangbe, and I'm your home host. So we're going to be talking about how women can support men this month. The month is already coming to an end, but how can a lady support a man when it comes to issues of mental health? So Nulia, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
So hello, my name is Nonia Eve Abilai. I'm a lab technician, student, still practicing, and a program officer for Help a Mother and Newborn Initiative. Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Nulia. So for the first question today, we would love to know, you as a person, how have you supported a man during this month when it comes to men's mental health month?
Okay, so for this month, I have actively been listening to the men in my life, especially my friends, colleagues, and most especially my patients that I interact with every day, the men. So when they come in for checkup, I make sure to greet them and be smiling. I'm like, oh my god, just smiling like this. Yeah, but it's actually from my heart. I'm like, ask questions like, how are you? Sometimes they just I'm fine. That our regular will say I'm fine. I'm like, no, I'm asking you, how are you really? Are you fine? And sometimes they will be honest to tell me that they are not fine. Some of them, not all. But sometimes the men in them will not tell me that they are not fine. But once in I know they are not. So in a society where men are taught to tough it out, they are taught to man up. We should be creating spaces where they can be able to express their self, their fatigue, their stress. Yeah, so for me, I create spaces like that, especially with my friends.
Okay, that's great to know. That's good to know. Uh, Before we started this conversation, before we started the recording, we were having a conversation and men's having mental health month. And then we said some men who can, serve breakfast and show people real shaggy that when you want breakfast, you can be crying for one whole month. They have a mental health month and now we should be caring and kind towards them, but it was just for fun. So that's a good thing to know how intimate you are with your patients and with the men in your life. Starting the conversation because the men in them will not want to be vulnerable.
No, no,
Will
no.
not want to be vulnerable. So what are your suggestions? What are ways that other women can help prioritize men's mental health?
So for me, um, I think to constantly check on them and this thing with men, when your female friends call to ask you how are you, can you please be honest with them and say that you are not fine? We understand, we see you. You gotta tough it out and be the man you can be. I know people can be the man you can be.
Yeah.
But at least sometimes we the females try to be there for them. Sometimes you send compliments or small messages in the morning like I see you, I know what you're going through. I've been there, I know. So like you gotta go through this thing by yourself, but you got me. And another thing, if you can reach out to them physically or whatever ways, you can go down on your knees for them and pray and battle it with them in prayer. So yeah, that's one for me. I pray for my friends, my strong friends.
Okay, and that's a really good thing. So how
Yeah.
about sending them money? Surprise.
Yes,
So
yes,
like mental health money,
yes.
and somebody will say, okay, so my mental health right now I need money. So long I get money, I'll be fine. We make fun with mental health issues.
Yes.
We try to tag it with so many things instead of
Mm.
coming up straight. So that was just for fun. But like she said, you either pray for them or you reach out to them, you comfort them. Even though there are men who will not come straight to say, okay, I'm tired of this situation, I'm going through a lot, I need help. They will be tired and they will still be trying to man up. I think it's normal that societal norms that they are placed on men that you are the head of the home, you need to be like this, you can't be vulnerable.
Exactly.
So they just bag up everything and
Mm.
then they keep moving on, then they
Exactly.
break down.
Yes.
So is it okay for men to seek therapists, to seek help from therapists?
Yes, it's okay. It's very okay to be very vulnerable with people. It's okay to not be okay. Have maybe you can have a one trusted person and the person you trust, or maybe or someone psycho you have to be big. I don't know. It says support group in Liberia. I don't know about whether they have a support group in Liberia. But I mean, get friends that know you like that, like that. You ain't got to be really intimate, but when you share experiences, get a support group that you guys can sit and discuss things. In Liberia, I don't know. Well, you can't find it somebody, I mean, man and man telling you when you're feeling talking like I love you, man. That's so hard. It's so easy for us, the women, the female,
Are you
to say I love you, and you be like, are you gay? That's being gay, but that's not being gay, right? It's about you sharing your love,
you
so
know?
you can express it. Like talk to somebody, find one trusted person, and be able
Yeah.
to share your battles you're going through, your mental health and everything, and be able to explain it. Maybe they say a
Yeah.
problem share is a problem solved.
And talking about sharing, even Jesus, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable.
No, no, no.
People think that weakness or being vulnerable is a form of weakness. No,
Yes.
there is so much love when it comes to being vulnerable with someone you trust. Jesus
Exactly.
was vulnerable.
Very.
There were days he cried for his best friend, and even John and Peter.
Mm-hmm.
They're around the table, and then one of them lied that head on Jesus' breast. And they mentioned it as being intimate with him and the favorite disciples of Jesus.
Yes.
So there is nothing absolutely wrong with being vulnerable. I think
Yes.
it is the way that society has placed it, describe it. So now people put it on like being vulnerable that women think when you start crying, the attitude, I mean, you be man, be man, like
And
don't break down.
sometimes they even say that if you're a man and you are crying too much, people will bully you. There for everything you cry, they'll bully you.
I mean, you man, it's
Yeah,
man
I
cry.
mean, sometimes we going through things. The only way you can say it out to let it out is cry. For me, I cry a lot. Yes. When I'm having something going on, I don't get nobody to explain it to first. I sit in my room quietly and cry it out. And it brings some relief. I say you should be good. Yeah, I'm not saying you did that. But yeah.
And aside crying, other people do through exercises.
Yes.
Sometimes if a man don't want to cry, you notice he will start to hit the gym. Yeah. But the ones that don't hit the gym, don't cry, don't talk it out, don't seek therapists, you notice that their anger it come out in so many ways. Either through a friend or through their partners, they just bust out because they have bottled it for a longer period of time.
And sometimes they go you just take a walk. You need to exercise. Just take a walk, maybe your 10 minutes, and just process your thoughts. Or sometimes you journal little wins or small wins that you do something and you appreciate yourself for doing that. You gotta it's not have to be very, very big, but those small ones, you just journal it and give yourself the thumbs up.
Yeah. So we are not experts when it comes to mental health. We are just having a conversation around it. Like, how are we supporting the men in our lives? So for me, I have this channel, the Beauty Africa channel, wherein for Men's Mental Health Month, we've been doing daily posts on encouraging them, comforting them, being there for them, celebrating them through little posts. And I can brag about it. I even what's his name? One of my friends, I even drop a mobile money something. I still use mobile money.
Yeah, I mean, the men in your life, if you can provide money or you can be there for them, maybe if you're a cook, you cook a dish for them. So since mental month, I mean, this month, my men friends, they'll be like, you not cook out solid for her, you bring it. I'm like, so that the only way I can support you. And they'll be like, yeah, nah.
Yeah. And Men's Mental Health Month is not only June.
No.
It's everyday issue and it's everyone's business. So as a partner, a sister, or wife, sometimes it's best to have these honest conversations with your partners, your families, your friends before the fallout. You know that the person is not, showing up. You check up on them. Even when they are showing up, you still check up on them, to keep track if they are okay or not. It's an everyday thing. Every day. So like I said, we are not experts. We are just, having a conversation. So for you now, listen to this clip. How are you supporting men's mental health this month? And even after this month, after June, July, August, for the rest of the year, how do you intend to support men's mental health? Your partner, your siblings, your friends, your families, how are you doing it? You have to think about it. They will be strong, they will be there, they will puff up, they will chop. They can serve breakfast, they can also chop breakfast. So they will chop it and they will do everything But at times it's just best, relax and show up for the men in your lives. As much as they are men, they can also go through things. They can go through delays. They can go through stagnation. Sometimes things don't work out for them. All of these things can affect their mental health. They are resting schedule when they are stressed, struggling with fatigue, and it also affects how they communicate, the conversations they have with people. Sometimes people are not strong enough, they isolate themselves, and then it leads to so many severe things like depression and sometimes suicide. So these are things that you want to consider.
Yeah,
so drop in the comment section before we leave.
Yeah, so my last thing. So for me, as a HR coach, I link mental health to physical health because mental health is not a man's issue, it's not a woman issue, it's a human issue, it's everybody business. So together we can conquer it.
And you can help someone. Be nice. If it will cost